All right, on to the next episode of Journey to Ragnarok. We left off with our PCs have just defeated the Mare, a mythological creature that has taken a nightmarish form and haunted their collective dream. Luckily for them, they have gotten out. And so we were missing a few players, but that's fine. They should show up. And so we begin. Our Vikings have just woken up in the abandoned house of the woodsman. The day is gray, no signs of the blizzard from last night.
The old lady's house.
Oh, the old lady's house?
Yeah.
The old lady's house. You wake up, the day is gray, some brightness to it. The weather outside, it did snow, it's snow off. What would you guys like to do? Looks to be early hours in the morning.
Like so dark?
Not dark, no, it's light out.
I would like to try and see if there's any trade that we could possibly partake in. That of more fur.
This way, I'm more curious if you can open the door. I don't know if it's not.
She's not playing.
Strength check.
15.
Bit of a hassle. Just push. You can hear the snow being compacted if you push it out. Looking out. It's a wonderful view. A moment of silence. Some people are going about, but there's enough light that gives off that jewelish-like design among the snow.
Before we head out, we have to make sure we have enough food for the next stop we're making, and that of want to see if we can procure any more furs or things of that nature to keep us warm, as some of us almost died last time. Shay, I'm gonna ask around, see if there's any fur traders in the area.
On a side note, Malzahar and Svtjod are still fast asleep.
I'm gonna keep them asleep until I can do my trades.
Alrighty, doing some fur trading. You do find a female who's working on some of the fur, just some basic stock, kind of like a merchant in a sense, what they call Makathi's. Yeah, you guys saw the backgrounds. We'll get there. I'm just gonna put it right here.
No, it's right here.
Or it's
No, it's here!
Stupid enough. But you do find not a big fur trader, but a small subtle.
Mm-hmm. Hello. I'm looking to perhaps procure some more warmer clothing for our check.
Well, I've got some warmer clothing if you're looking for it. What you wanting? Got some furs that you'll have to make. I do found some boots.
I do need someone in. I'm also looking to perhaps trade in some of the pelts we've acquired on the way here.
We can do some trading. What do you got?
Got attacked by a...
I don't give a shit what you had to deal with. I want to know what you got.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As I pull out the wolf pelts. 6? Yeah, we skinned 6.
what's that? 5 or 6.
6.
I think I got.
Alright, 6 pelts. Anything else?
That's it. Figured we're all trading up a little.
Oh, and you said you wanted the boots?
Anything else you have?
Unfortunately, no, not really. I got some other pelts we can trade with, but nothing actually.
Boots. Boots then.
Oh, got some nice pair of boots. Alright, well, I'll take, how much you selling pelts for?
For one of them, I'll give it to you for 3 silver.
3 silvers each?
Mm-hmm. We're in a hard market at the moment.
Boots are 4 silver. You get 14 silver.
Beyond that, I'd say we should.
Does anyone sell tents and beds? Or blankets?
You're looking at a small community. You could probably convince somebody, but pulling that away from them.
Are you looking to acquire a bedroll? Alright, let's look around. I'm gonna start asking, see if anyone has made any recently for perhaps expecting kin that were supposed to come before the storm or anything like that.
Go ahead and make a charisma check.
Well, my charisma's a +3, so that's a 19.
19. Asking around, you do find one guy who seems to be staring off in the distance as you approach him.
Hello, sir.
Oh yes.
We're looking to perhaps buy a bedroll or something to protect my companion here from the harshities of winter.
Sure.
Would you happen to have one?
I do have one.
Are you willing to part with it?
I am willing to part with it.
Are you willing to part with it for 10 silver?
10 silver sounds a bit much, but yes, so.
I figured it's a hard one. Figured I might as well brace you with the price.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, I gave him the 10 silver. You owe me 5 silver. As I throw it to her.
Kind of collapsed it on.
Neil, do you want to go wake up Malzahar and the bad person?
Do you want to maybe ask around a little bit and see what if there's any different surrounding wildlife? At least from normal.
I feel like I would know, wouldn't I?
About the surrounding wildlife?
Well, I said
Yeah.
asides from normal.
Go ahead and make me a... yeah,
Survival?
both.
It's a 22.
Knowing the area that you're about, yes. You know that these woods have basic game. You're looking at, well, inside the giant elk, wolves, you spotted rabbits, squirrel. Not much on the bear aspect. You haven't seen a bear in these woods. They usually linger toward more of the mountainous terrain. For other actual game, deer. You have spotted an elk before. Other than that, you've heard ravens, you've heard crows in the trees. For actual like foraging stuff, yeah, you spotted a few different types of mushrooms from the flag Garrick to winter Chanel.
Mushrooms I wouldn't know, so I'm just going to leave that there. I wouldn't know them because I'm just not a part of that. Few game here and there, nothing abnormal. I've been through here.
Nothing outside the normal in this actor.
There's more common mountains beyond that, normal giant elfers.
I figured it was worth asking in
Surprising.
case there's anything else that's been seen lately.
I believe everything is. We should notify the chief before we leave that it should be taken care of as far as that
Okay.
goes. And then we're on our way. Neil, do you want to go wake up the other two? You want to go start looking for the guy I've talked to before?
Yeah, you do find the guy as messing with the house with a couple people that the female died. But yeah, you do find him.
New happenstance have popped up. We believe that we have gotten rid of the curse. Now all that's needed is to not burn that wood ever again.
Well, that's good news.
Yes. It took all night, but we were able to do it.
All right, so we shouldn't have any more problems anymore.
As long as you don't burn the wood.
So we shouldn't have any more problems anymore.
But I'd leave you with that before we head on our way.
Thanks. Well, safe travels.
Thank you. You have a wonderful time. If we come back, just hopefully as friends. As I start going to go intercept them halfway.
I'm going back to the house yet. You see Svtjod just now stirring awake, but Malzahar is fast asleep.
I'm gonna walk up and shake him.
You shake him. Takes him a little bit. And,
It's time to go.
it's warm in here. Starts kind of the blanket, grabbing some furs. Oh no. Yeah. All right. Get this thing, start packing them up, doing his usual weird rituals.
I'm gonna wait over by the door area for him.
And what were you doing at this time?
I was with him. Or I was with him, just kind of walking around.
Eventually, all come back together at the house.
I want to know if there was a faster route I would know of to perhaps get there.
Survival check.
18.
18. Looking at the map and the next location that you need to go to, there's really no faster way. It looks a straight shot from point A to point B to just get through Svtjod.
Okay. How many days approximately with that survival check would I know?
You would arrive there, let's say weather permits, everything's on point, and trekking. You will arrive there on day 6.
Day 6?
So you make your trek through Svtjod. The journey was rather boring as you guys passed tree after tree, rock after rock, snow, problems to every step that you take. Svenner, Ragnarok, you two, you notice something odd, something off place. You pass a tree 3 times and it looks exactly the same. Exact marking, no placement.
Are we in the same spot or are we circling?
Make an investigation check or survival check.
That's I'm still going. Like, it should be this way.
We'll look
Wait,
around.
I get disadvantage on that. It's not exhausted.
12. Oh, you aren't exhausted anymore.
No one's exhausted anymore.
Yeah. We're good.
Not yet.
Oh, well, this is the first day.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel completely 100% refreshed.
Okay. Sorry. I already applied all the exhaustion. That was my bad. Okay, yeah, so that's 18.
Are there footprints already here? Like,
Looks like brand new snow that you're stepping through. You also take note of the exact same tree that has fallen over. Branches, everything, with a little bit of cloth hanging from it.
are you sure we're going the right way? We've seen this tree in this fog and log multiple times now.
I'm pretty sure we haven't turned at all. Hold on. I'm gonna start looking. Is it a hard snow at all?
Soft.
If we've been following the same path, we should have left footprints.
What kind of cloth is it?
It looks to be like a linen-based cloth. Yeah, it's been worn. It's experienced its time before, but it's like it got like snagged on something, just so it'll rip off. You see some fabrics spraying from it.
I'm gonna look at the base of the tree that's fallen over. Like where it would be on the ground. Just look, see if there's anything unique about it.
Perception.
7.
Looking at it, it looks nothing's wrong with it. Like there's no wrong with it. It has fallen over. Age has gotten to it. Maybe a year or so, as you can tell, some of the roots have rotted till the great winter has taken it.
I don't believe we've circled the place. Is there any way you guys know? We can backtrack if you want.
What about the writing on the tree?
No writing on the tree. Just have the exact same marks. If you can spot the difference.
Gotcha.
Can I just look around like the surrounding area of this little path or something?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll perception.
6?
It's fresh snow. The trees themselves are already gone into the form of like their own form of hibernation. I don't know the correct name for it. Everything looks to be in place and quiet. No sound of animals. Subtle wind comes through.
I guess I'll start if they're on this. I'm just trying to see if there's anything weird. This is more of a general like check. See if like anything's watching us, anything of that nature. Because we did just encounter a bear, so literally anything could happen.
About how far would we be from the village?
You've been walking for hours. looking around, you know, you're not getting that presence. Seems off.
I think it's your imagination, but you believe something's wrong.
Alright. Deep into the tree.
Shall we continue, see if this is how you say it is? And start leading them the same way.
Alright. You guys continue moving. No issues, no problems. Start going. Maybe an hour goes by. Sure as shit. That exact tree, but there's no markings on it. And once again, you do find that little bit of cloth lingering onto it. Because you still have one in your hand.
Can I look at this tree? It's weird that the fabric of all things came back.
Perception.
7.
Looking at the tree, it looks like a normal pine tree. You feel the texture, feel it, solid, chips away, piece of the bark.
Anything in legend, perhaps, I've heard of about this?
A Staru check.
50?
Thinking about it, looking at it, going through, you know deep in your mind, you've never left the house. You're still dreaming. You're still in the domain of the mayor, and you don't think that the mayor knows that yet.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to try and, without saying a word, I turn around and start climbing a tree. Just climb up there, see what I can see.
You climb up. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
10.
10. You start climbing, making your way, getting higher and higher into the tree.
Eventually I want to see if I can make my way to the top.
Yeah, you make it to the highest you can without it snapping or breaking. You get a general idea of looking. It looks like the land itself. Just it cuts off maybe a mile and a half, 2 miles in. You can see that there's this gray lingering cloud, almost like the weather has moved in, like a fog.
Okay. I'll start climbing down. So, Malzahar, you know more about medicine than I do, correct?
Huh? Oh, yes.
How do you wake them up?
Well, unfortunate for you, and you see the thing's eyes pop up and it smile. Roll this.
12.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Why is it that I kind of knew it was? I'm going to be her bow. Shoot him. 13.
13. You, as quick as you can, you grab from the quiver from your back and you sling off your bow just as fast as you reel back and you shoot, and the arrow goes right into its head and it falls backwards. As soon as it hits the ground, the snow almost dissolves it. And then in the surrounding area, you just start seeing more like these snowman-like mares just start popping up, one after another.
Everyone on the tree! And I start running towards it.
When you guys start running, start moving, you feel this. It's a weird jerk. It's unexpected. Like somebody just suddenly pushed you. Right? It just comes and goes until eventually Svtjod disappears.
It was good. Good campaign. It was fun.
Svtjod, it's a rough wake up, but you hear the blizzard outside. You find yourself exhaling. You see cold breath and a faint flame. Next to you see Malzahar pushing you. Hey, wake up. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, go get Nail up. I'm gonna get Ragnarok. Starts like pushing people, slapping.
Yeah, I'm hitting the nail real hard.
You eventually all wake up by force.
Came across like a flying knee. You got like 2 minutes. I'm not playing around.
Wake the fuck up. What was that for?
You. Who's waking you up?
Yeah, that mare, it was small. If you feel your chest right now, you can probably still feel it. Like as you touch your chest, right here, it's small, about maybe yay big, really, really warm. Almost like a cat laying on top of you. So I woke up and was this thing, the thing that we encountered, but it was much smaller. It laid on your chest, watching you. I try not to freak out, but it turned to me and it had a intelligent conversation with me. Odd. Didn't know what to do. As everyone was asleep, I tried to nudge you awake, and it was to no avail. I may have made a deal with it. In return, it will not mess with the villagers. So there's that.
Are you going to go in specifics, or?
I can't go into specifics because it was a contract. Yeah. I am supposed to provide it with one thing. No matter what it is. Living, preferably. To not kill it for at least once a week.
For how long?
It didn't go into detail after that.
Not kill a specific thing once per week.
Specific as in how you were sleeping or unconscious, how willing you were. That is what it wanted. It wants something like that, similar to its last victims it took. It feeds off of it.
So sacrifice is what you're looking at. It's going to be hard to get for winter.
It was either that or I didn't know what it was going to do. And it didn't look like the thing that we fought, giant in size, that of a Jotun going around smashing, tearing up our own Asgard. It was smaller, bigger than a cat, but I couldn't see it.
But you could see it.
Yeah, the vision was hasty. It was blurry. Like the stories that you hear from the old men when their eyes start fading and it's hard for them to see things, that their family comes in blurs. It was like that, except save for the eyes. The eyes wore that still diamond-like sheen. I also don't know what I'm doing.
So you have to give this thing a sacrifice once a week. Do you know what kind it has to be? Or is it kind of like... That's
It held intelligent conversation, but it was like talking to a kid.
I assume it'll let you know. Strong enough to show up.
Probably still listening.
It might. It was a bit of an issue. Once it disappeared, I don't know where it went off to, and so when I tried to wake you up, it was a real tough time.
How do we kill it?
Good question.
Don't know.
You're the matter expert.
I never said that.
Compared to the rest of us.
Well,
I don't know anything about it.
How do we kill it?
Well, we can hope that somebody might know back home.
I don't think anybody here is going to know how to deal with it. Maybe find out, maybe some storyteller or even one of the wanderers. An icy crow even might know some lore or story.
Like Pierre the Spit.
Or maybe if it, wants to tell me. Or us.
Well, you would talk to us as I say that out loud. I'm trying to goad it, almost. I even have some things I might be able to desire, but...
It's also really creepy. It likes attention. In a way it was like moving toward me. And he like tries to play it out. And it's weird how Malzahar is like trying to... It's kind of weird. Like this weird caressing and then this retracting.
Well,
punch his shoulder.
Yeah,
1 point of
just-
damage.
Thanks.
In the dream evil thing.
Oh.
So.
That's funny.
Probably because you woke up first.
It's it.
So he didn't want us to know so there was a problem.
This is now your job to tell to the locals. As you're the one that made the deal.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real short.
It's gonna be real short and we're gonna be right out real quick.
Yeah.
Think they'll take kindly to having to sacrifice someone to a man?
Did it say it had to be a someone?
Someone.
To be fair, they brought it on themselves. So, have fun.
How do you bring on a mare?
It just must have been bound to that tree somehow.
They were trying to help their families.
Yeah, so they unwittingly brought it upon themselves. Wait, what do the gods have to say?
If you give me some time, I'll check on that.
You got a week.
As such, instructions are this: get the tree out of the town. Quick as I can. I wouldn't say burned.
I would say buried.
Not even. Just get it out. Make sure no travelers encounter it.
I don't think the tree is the problem anymore. Because we assumed that the mare was inside the tree.
When I was looking
And
at
it's probably been
the
loose now.
did it look broken?
It looks like somebody hacked it down. If I made a contract with it, it's probably on me, or in me, or inside
It
me.
will follow you.
It's loose now.
But knowing how it still was in your dreams, we're in this together.
I mean, no kidding. Well, hopefully at least that explains itself.
Well, it pulled us into your dream, technically, right?
I remember we were fighting. Wait, we all had the same dream. We were fighting that big creature, and
Yeah, that was your dream, I thought. Isn't that what you said whenever we joined?
no, that wasn't my dream. I thought it was your dream.
My dream?
It was all our dreams. Technically, the man's dream into ours.
So the mayor's dream. I woke up right after that, and we defeated it. That's the conversation. What did you experience?
We woke up, thought about it for a minute, decided it was dead, went back to bed.
You lying?
Deception!
Mass dream. I'm sorry.
Deception. 3.
If any of this dream had orgies, I'm going to be real sad.
I'm pretty sure I would have a really diverse reaction if that was the case.
I've had a long night. You do feel the lingering cold among you guys as you still have that remaining of your exhaustions on you.
For a long few days.
It's also only in the middle of the night, and a single candle lights this room. You guys manage to get some sleep, and you stay for a few days and make sure that everyone recovers effectively, helping out. You get in the boots, bedroll change, the money and such, and then until everyone is in peak condition, you then start heading on out.
Same plan as in the dream. Swap. Yeah, better night.
What about him? Why isn't he swapping?
I'm actually about to ask, hey, why don't you contribute to it?
I pay for this.
Okay?
We would have to.
You're the one that made the deal, and such, you have to share the burden.
I mean, I'm sure, I feel like I've been taking the whole burden. We only have 3 days left now.
What happens if you don't complete the deal?
These are the details that this thing did not tell me.
Seeing as how you're the one who made the contract,
You should probably figure
it
that out.
almost falls to your shoulders a little bit.
Well, if it tells you. Find out.
I have the brain power of Sleipnir.
Do I know
What?
anything about contracts or?
Odin's horse.
I'm
Fast,
I'm
good, beautiful, not real smart.
Do I know anything about contracts?
Intelligence or wisdom?
Wisdom. 22.
Let me think about that. Go ahead.
I
Okay.
need some prayers in before we leave.
Prayers?
I don't know what
Yeah, you got a few
Vikings
days.
really do.
Sacrificial altars, you pray to your own god. It's kind of your own thing.
It's kind of set myself up and do my little thing.
I'm gonna sharpen my axe.
Go wisdom.
We can use your rock. No.
No.
If that was the case, everybody would be doing that.
I would like to sharpen my arrow with a rock.
I would like to carve a wooden figurine nail.
With an arrow, if it's wooden, it might work.
Woodcarver's tools, don't you? Are you but you're not proficient?
Oh, I'm proficient.
Oh, you are? Okay, dexterity mod based.
That one.
This is what.
I'm really good.
You make it, it looks exactly like the last figurine you made. Just for the contracts. You have heard of them. They are rare, they are uncommon, and they're not. Contracts wouldn't be the right names, but packs would be more associated with that. It's really uncommon. You may have heard this belong to yourself.
Have I heard of any sort of backfiring of said packs?
There's always backfiring.
I keep quiet.
We all go on our way.
Oh, hey, Malzahar, before we leave, you told them, right?
Yes.
I would like to make sure he's telling me the truth.
Are you sure?
I am.
I got a 13 plus insight?
By the sworn words of Thor,
16.
I have told them.
I don't believe you.
He looks like he's straightforward to you.
You have
Telling the truth.
never. Right.
You believe me, right?
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Nell believes me. You don't question her muscles.
But I do question your intellect sometimes. So
Again, brain of Slebner.
that's why I want to make sure.
I'm good. That's all I said.
You come back here and we're exiled. I'll know why.
I'll just send back a dude.
I don't care about this town. In the sense of what they feel about it.
Oh.
No, but we probably have to come back through here. Don't deal with people chasing us around.
We don't blame it.
I mean, if we bring some supplies to them, I'm sure they'll hold the same hospitality they had to us. What? I'm just saying.
You're willing to share supplies? Interesting. Change of heart.
It's weird considering you weren't sharing your clothes with us.
This is super comfy. You guys should have bought these when they had
So
the dance.
the insight was he's
You
in
know
fact
what I
lying, isn't he?
No, it looks like he's telling the truth.
Okay.
You only want they had?
You were all there. You all hesitated on buying cloaks and shoes and.
But
No.
literally two things.
You were
I
first.
wanted everyone else to have stuff. Unlike someone.
I thank you for that. Fine. Who wants the cloak? No, you're not getting the cloak. I'll give you the. Fuck, I'll give you the cloak.
I will take the cloak and I will hand it to her. Because I already have a cloak.
I am and borrowing a cloak. Apparently.
Alright. With that, we venture out.
So you guys head out, getting the day going. Unfortunately, the weather itself is not too keen on your travel as you see once again another dark gathering of clouds starts making its way from the north.
Is the boy?
Yeah, this is halfway through your journey of the day. You can see these clouds approaching.
Did we bunker down and try and get to the safest place again?
Estimate of how long it might take?
Survival check.
19 plus 5.
Looking at the weather and how it's moving, how it's reacting, you know that the blizzard's going to hit you a couple hours after it's dark. It'll probably last the entire night, and then clear skies. maybe clear skies. That's a 50-50 of either a low mist or clear skies.
We stop by the time it's dark.
Well, we can just stop before dark.
Yes.
So, normal time.
Yes.
Just had to work a little harder. Weatherproofing, I guess?
While we're traveling shit, can I kind of like skirt off every once in a while and look for like berries and barks and like weeds and stuff and flowers that are edible?
Foraging check. Go ahead and make me a survival check.
Survival, you said?
Yep.
20.
So you find 2 pounds worth of berries. Like going through, it is scarce, but it's scarce. You do find some stuff. You do find edible mushrooms. You guys bunk down for the night. It doesn't hit immediate, but you feel the snow and then the blizzard
I definitely
comes.
light a fire and I kind of bed.
Yeah, you make it as big, powerful. You even try to make a quick, using where the wind is going to come from, anything to keep it up. This blizzard is fighting, and this little fire is doing its damnedest to stay awake and alive.
I'm like literally 2 inches from it, just like
I would
putting
like
wood
Yep,
on there.
we're just
to use
going.
the tent as cover for the fire.
You guys use the stuff for cover. It is a windy night. The night comes. You guys repel. No one's gonna be not even point. The wind's howling. The snow just coming in full force. Can't see 15 feet past your camp that you set up. Just going. You guys take some blankets, huddle together. You can feel the buildup of snow as it builds all around you. Managing to get at least some sleep that night. The morning eventually does come. The blizzard itself has repressed, but it's still there.
No mad dreams. Good.
I punch Malzahar.
He was like, that was kind of. Ah! Why?
You were the mayor in the dream.
Making sure.
What?
Yeah.
The next dream I have is going to be me using my sword plow on you.
Just sword plow.
So sword plow is a Viking term for pretty much, this is my sword and I'm plowing people. It's another term for fucking. You guys start packing up.
But what's our exhaustion at now?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Menaja and Nail, you suffered your first level of exhaustion.
Are we doing the items?
First day. Here's my gloves.
Okay.
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 Just give me a second.
Okay.
And you can take your exhaustion, and then I can give you my.
Yeah,
base.
you're fine. I just wanted to be sure.
Okay, Nicholas.
I'm sorry. Do you want my crossbow too?
As you guys make your way, the weather turns for worse. The sound of thunder echoes across the sky. The snow pours like a raging waterfall, making sight and travel almost impossible. Fortunately, fate has brought you to a house with life inside. The signs of smoke rises out of the chimney.
We have wandered our way into a homestead.
Let's be cautious as always. When we first stop there, you will wait behind.
Yes, gotta go with a huddle into the door.
I'm sneaking around to the back.
Just like some random strap behind you. Just
You four make your way to the front door as Svtjod makes his way to the back. Give yourself advantage.
Sweet.
You're in a fucking blizzard.
13.
If I'm going up there to knock on the door, I'm not gonna. So.
You make your way to the back, Svtjod. You guys go to the front door. By the time you get to the front door, you can hear muffled sounds of laughter inside.
As loud as I can.
As loud as you can. You hear a moment of quiet. Get in there already! Door opens up, snow comes through. You see the place, there's a fireplace, about 8-9 individuals inside as they're all resting. Looks like they're broke open a keg one of the people had, and they're just eating. They look at you. You're not sure what affiliation they come from. Some villagers here.
Oh!
Yeah, all right, come inside. Close the damn door.
Of course. As I will usher them in quickly and then close it.
I take my time.
You go to the back. There is no back door. You do take note of some windows as you peer through. You can hear they're shuttered, but you can hear that they're having laughter inside. And you do hear them call out to them.
So after I sort of around.
Oh, another one. Hurry up. You guys find yourself inside this abandoned house that now everyone here is squatting in it and waiting for the winter, the blizzard to pass. You do notice a man yielding a talharpa, playing just a song, talking to people, entertaining them. You notice a couple villagers talking with one another. Fucking look like they're already sloshed. And another two just playing a simple game. Looks like it's Orlog.
Is there a drum?
There is not.
How'd everyone here find themselves?
It's a fucking snowstorm out there. What do you think we found ourselves? It was either that or death. I wasn't ready for Valkyries to take me. Not today.
Great. Mind if we squat in here too?
Fuck, man, you're already here. Sit down.
Good. As I take my seat, I put all my stuff this side.
Yeah. Bottle in the corner.
I'll watch him play.
Just kind of lay out the bedroom.
You find the man with the talharpa. He looks like he's got fair skin, brown eyes, 5 o'clock shadow going on. He sees you two ladies. Like, hey, ladies, come sit down over here. I got a tale I can spin and tell you. Look like good listeners. Come.
I'll walk over and I'll sit against the wall. Listen.
I'll walk over, but I'll stay against the wall and listen.
Close enough to where you can't easily reach me.
Exactly, and against the wall.
You didn't really describe where he was located.
That's true. It's just weird. Like, are you taking the wall with you? Everyone's gonna die.
Just close enough where you can't just be like.
You find him at a table in the middle of the room, but you get near him with like 2-3 other people, and he starts playing his talharpa, and it sounds like a somber. I guess the best instrument that you can identify it with would be a. What is that musical instrument on Sea of Thieves? Hurdy-gurdy. It's similar to that, more favored to the harp side. So you starts talking about a tale. He's like, so a tale I like to sing. What tale? I want to hear what you think about it. All right. Afterwards. Yeah. Here we go. And you hear the somber tune. A grand forest of mystical wealth, hidden away, gone, left, for creatures of stealth. The shambled ruins left by the gods of past, the den of wolves, their eyes they cast. Inside lies the forgotten secrets of clansmen alike. Hollowed halls, the days are only night. Within its an embrace, sounds become faint. The fallen return once more. Those who bring life will be snuffed from their taint. What do you think about this song? I heard it from another Skald. What do you think?
The poem itself or what it means.
From what I've gathered, listening to this grand masterpiece, it is a warning, I believe, to would-be travelers or clansmen who wanted to find some treasure hidden away. I believe that there are ruins about Svtjod, and within these ruins are creatures unlike we've ever seen. And in it lies treasure. I believe that those creatures are specters.
It's a nice term. It's quite sound quite like what's going on now.
That's not what I'm asking for. Details. Little things.
You're talking to the wrong person.
Ah! You, big woman. Please, tell me.
She doesn't talk much.
Beauty is the only thing that holds on to you women. You with your fair skin and you with your magnificentnesses. But alas, my attention is elsewhere. What about you, Vikings? What do you think of my tale?
I wasn't quite paying attention. I'm sorry. You called middle of an
Would you like to listen to it?
It's a good story.
Suppose.
And you? Or are you more fancying to Orlog, which is fine?
I'll move away from the game. Sit down next to it.
I'm gonna go fill up my glass and come have a drink while we're doing this. Kind of figure out what it is they're drinking.
He starts playing his tail harper once more. A grand forest of mystical
He's
wealth.
playing his harp and he's singing. As he's playing, I kind of like a drum beat on the wood with my hands. That like goes along with it pretty good. I guess I can make a performance check.
He stops it way. Can you?
I'm terrible at this.
Roll against bisexual bard.
Does my proficiency with drums give me anything?
I learned how to tap pretty fast because of the drums. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure.
Does my dexterity bonus give me anything?
No.
8.
I've recorded the song. Oh, that is atrocious. You need to stop that.
I go back over to Orlog.
Not so atrocious and down with these in your hands.
What?
I have a mug full of alcohol now.
Yes, I see that, madame, but what did you just say to me? Your words are slurred.
It's not so bad when you have one of these in your hand.
Then I will let you keep drinking. I have these beautiful fingers to play. You with class, let's see. Tell the song. A grand forest of mystical wealth, hidden away, gone, left for the creatures of stealth. The shambled ruins left by the gods have passed. To the den of wolves their eyes they cast. Inside lies the forgotten secrets of clansmen alike. Hollowed halls, the days are only night. Within its embrace, sounds become faint. The fallen return once more. Those who bring life will be snuffed from their taint.
There's quite a bit there.
Here's what do you see? What do you hear from this tale?
Heard a lot.
The Skald of Skald.
That of tribe, unknown, unbeknownst, hidden behind it all. An old treasure we all had before that. Perhaps the undead rising back up. God's playthings hidden here somewhere.
The verses. Tell me about the verses. What do they mean? I want to know. What do you think?
Order of events? Perhaps. As far as it goes, I'm not a lyrical genius myself. But I'd say it's coming soon. Sounds like it, at least, if that's what it comes from.
I cannot read the words that I've spoken.
Of course. As with my 2 cents.
Wasted. I'm talentless. Enjoy your drink. It's not what I need.
What do you mean? Not talking about?
I obviously have displayed my work for you, and you have done nothing to provide. You have told me nothing that I already know.
I'm gonna insight this guy, because I have no idea what he's about. I'm like, did he want me?
There's a reason I'm not slamming alcohol at my
It's
throat.
actually tilted. How is that? How? 19 plus insight.
You can tell
What's
that
he looking for?
he is looking for the observation and the words that he has said. There's individual meaning with each line, and that is what he's looking for. So the first line.
Yes.
A grand forest of mystical wealth, hidden away, gone, left for creatures' stealth. What does that mean?
An ancient treasure, perhaps, waiting for someone to find it.
Yeah, you can tell from that, like that, the investigation of each word or sentence is what he's looking for.
The first verse is ancient civilization hiding something.
What? What ancient civilization?
Treasure that could perhaps even bolster the gods.
The first line. So simple. Great force. What do you think that means? Humor.
The winter.
The great force is none other than Svtjod itself. The great force hides a wealth. The creatures themselves. What does it mean by that?
The hidden creatures are like the, perhaps like the mare we've encountered back there.
I'm sorry, what?
And that's where I'm going to try and lead him off of this.
Let us dip away from this conversation for only a slight inconvenience. Did you mention something? A mare?
A mare?
A mare.
At the most recent town we visited.
A mare as in a ancient but powerful creatures that once haunted the realms of man's nightmares?
Mm-hmm. The very same.
That
Me and my compatriots.
Oh no, please. Sir. he gets up, pours you some. Please. I would love to hear of the grand tale of this mare. I've heard a story that someone saw it as a giant being, one that stomped away on the earth like it was just its own playground. It looked red, full of anger,
Ours was more of a white feature.
tentacles protruding out of its face.
Not quite. More giants.
Also, it is true, they come in different sizes and variety. Tell me, what happened?
Well, we went to sleep one night at a cabin. Nothing to it, correct? All of us woke up on ourselves with a giant on a tree stalk. Not knowing what it is, we all started fighting for our lives. He starts adopting a different accent. But, as you can see, we survived somehow. We woke it up.
How do you mean you woke it up?
By inflicting enough pain to it.
How do you inflict some pain to it if you're fighting? What did you do? What did you use?
We used
You hit it.
spectral. We used the dreamlike of our weapons, of course.
The weapons gifted by Odin himself?
No.
Yes, quite so. As you can see, there's no way we could have fought it if that was a normal mug.
Go on.
Now,
I want to look at the guys playing Warlock and roll my eyes.
now,
I'm done drinking now. I'm just listening to this and just playing along now. See how weird it can get.
as we thought the dream was over, we thought we woke it, so we got out. We all rested for the nights, thinking it was all over. Day continued, but we went to go journey onwards. It was not the track. It repeated itself, seemingly trapping us in there. Luckily, we found what it was, shot it, it woke us up. We've hunted the thing down. We found it in that very tree stump. I'm going to be rolling deception here, by the way.
I know, I'm waiting for the story to come to its grand conclusion.
Okay, I'm going to roll it just to see how good I do. Okay. Okay. Same number. As it was going
I
through,
have to check my everything to boost you.
we were running through the forest, seemingly trying to put an end to it. Eventually, we came up the very tree and stumbled upon when we first saw it. We felled the thing in one swoop, and as thus, it was vanquished. I rolled an 11 plus.
Sweet thing called insight. I never caught your name.
Oh, mine. Menage.
Manaja? They called me Hundrith. I'm the fifth son of a grand family. Tell me, Manaja, was this story true?
That's true with my very life.
Take your word for it. But I have to say, it It does not hold the weight as I wanted it to.
I'm not the born storyteller.
Your word hoard is lacking for certain. You could have used other grand words and made it more worthwhile. Also bits of the story that didn't really.
If you wanted to fit yourself in, I'd be okay with you telling the story.
What would you like to hear?
Anything of your choosing.
Of my choosing?
I think it's male.
You did kind of
As
shove
I go
it.
back to my more holding posture.
Shit, do these guys seem like Odin's sons?
No. You're judging by how they look, there's really no. They don't look like they have any affiliation. They could just be passerbys, villagers. Nothing really sticking out to let you know.
Do they have any weapons?
Two of them have weapons. They're both battle axes. One of the guys at Orlog, and another guy kind of listening to the story off to the side.
So you have pretty much full mode there.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally drinking that.
I have a few less glorious stories if you want to know that.
No. I feel like I should say a story of my own. There's a story that I've heard. This one, I do not know if it is true or fake. I once heard there was a witch living in these woods, her power unknown. She communed with the druids, they say, sage. She was left alone. People thought of her as a loon, a crazy, a hakete, if you know what that is. People had some problems with her. Multiple times I've tried to kill her, but to no avail. She kept going farther and farther away. I still managed to find her, knowing that who she was and what she was a problem to them. Some of the villagers would experience a drought, or even famine. They always blamed her for witch doings. One day, they succeeded. Killed her on the spot. Sword plunged through her neck, and there she stay. On the ground, blood drenched the floor, seeping into the rocks and the soil below. With her dying breath, she cursed the city, the town. No one thought of it. The town went back to normal. Everything was renewed, fresh. An interesting tree began to sprout in the middle of the village, one that bare fruit. The villagers thought nothing of it. Of course, they had apple trees and such. You know, time went on, harvest by harvest. The tree grew and bloomed and blossomed and gave fruit and life to the village once more. And one of the festivals, they all shared the fruit. Subtly different than before. The next day, the village lay quiet. Not one soul stirred. Eventually, the town disappeared. The forest reclaimed it. They say that they have seen this tree, people have seen this tree, of an old lady's face on it. Some have said that they've even heard it speak to them, offering them wisdom.
It's a very somber story,
That's an interesting one, for sure.
of course. I'm quite fascinated to find out if it's true.
I couldn't tell you. There would be no leads to this tale.
I'm gonna sound if I didn't share it.
And this story has come from pieces of 3 different skalds that I've encountered. Some of it seems to add up, others off. This is my version of it.
It sounds like it could be true.
It could be. One of the pieces, this witch, this woman, said that she was old and crooked, her supporting by a walking stick made of oak. Her hair was well kept and braided, long enough that it would trail 2-3 feet behind her.
What's the story?
would love to meet this woman because what she did, I feel, was right in her own reason. She wasn't bothering anyone, just what she was. Just odd.
It's got enough details to be true. At the same time, as you said, enough falls short to prove. Could just be a well-spoken lie.
It could be a well-spoken lie.
Well, one thing I know for certain, you're a much better storyteller than I am.
Years of practice. Just add some flavor to it, make it enhance. Oh, a wolf attacked me. Would sound better than a wolf attacking you. As I stood face to face, I saw its canine maw slightly ajar. It lunged at me with ferocious intensity, and I struck it down. Blade caught between its jaw and its mouth. Blood splattered among the trees, and the beast lay quiet and silent. Much better than saying I struck down wolf.
Very true. If I may ask, are you affiliated with any tribe?
Any what?
Tribe.
Oh, one of the... No. In this day and age. I mean, Odin's Eye has most of its domain across this whole area, but people have been, looked around, skeptical ever since a certain raid has occurred. The Jarl Osborne of Odin's Eye has changed. He says he respects the old ways, but he's accounted for something new. Almost like a new belief. It's like he spits in the face of the old gods and bears a new adaptation of some false pretender. The name escapes me.
Does he believe what he says?
Insight?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You listen to how he says it. There's uncertainty into his voice, and it is more of a rumor. There's no side that he would fall onto, even believe that those were some heretics, since this guy was the Jarl of stuff, but ever since that, things have changed, and it's true, things have changed. It's more of a battle of beliefs.
I do have one less impressive story, but a story nonetheless.
I'd like to hear it. Let's swap stories. Go.
Back towards the Jagerson. You know it, of course.
The Tree of Wisdom. Tree of, some would say, life. Are we in Asgard? Does the story take place in Asgard?
A few ticks of the sun away, there's a gigantic castle. And it's in ruins and things of that nature. Towards it, he goes back to his normal accent. Towards it, giant footprints. Things that look like the giants.
The Jotuns. Okay.
There's a passageway that seemingly past a boulder that we had to push out of the way. We go inside, there's rations, gigantic fire, things old, smelling gross, almost like manure.
And you say this happened in... You've seen this in the Great Wall.
Yes.
Please continue.
Continuing onward, we go down a crypt, something of that nature.
Yes? What'd you find?
Skeletons. The undead of the salt.
Draga?
As we continued onward to our trek, trying to find any sort of, he takes another drink, any sort of semblance to see what was that gigantic creature. One of our compatriots here tried to be respectful for the dead, put them over there, put the weapons over them.
Just give them an axe, of course.
They rose.
Well, most of them should have been to Valhalla, but here we are.
They rose, attacked us, except for one. One with that of a longbow shield painted on it. Ring a bell? Lord Sigmund. Seemingly his shield, his helmet, his weapon, rising, staring at us.
Sigmund Hildenborn, alright, yes?
Meanwhile, as we dispatch the other ones, he's sitting there, waiting. Not sitting, standing. Eventually, We clear the place out besides him. Bloodied completely. He motions towards the bigger one as a gesture towards Neil.
Holmgang, yes. Fun fact, Holmgang is a duel with one-on-one person in Viking lore.
And she
You
won.
know what it is.
She won. She has the very shield to prove it. And
Turns to you.
you made our way back with things in tow.
These creatures, these things, this Draugr is what we will call them. Tell me exactly what they look like.
I'll describe them to the best of my memory.
Like a walking skeleton covered with
Literally flesh.
some
Not
scraps.
even.
Armors that look like this.
They
Last in age.
They bore armor.
There was certain armors couldn't find an affiliation to. There was also a flag I didn't recognize. I'm going to describe the flag vaguely because I vaguely remember it.
Yeah, you describe it to him. Doesn't ring a bell.
That's where we left. We were too bloody to do anything else.
Hit hard. Hit her harder.
So you're telling me that they're not specters that haunts these crypts, but actually Draugr themselves, flesh and bone.
Not flesh. But I believe so.
Time.
There was some without.
It's just a mess of the two.
Let's further explore this. Did you sever one's arm?
I believe you did when you were in your maniacal rage.
I know she split many, many bones.
Seemingly still got to back up. Even when their legs were hacked off, they seemingly still moved.
Took her took to get to you.
Did you happen to remove the head of one?
Yes, they continued as is.
How old is this?
The crypt was in ruins.
So you're looking somewhere between 100 and 150 years old?
Probably more.
I don't think you fought Draugr.
Where did we fit?
I think my specter theory still is in play here. Usually when you sever the head of something, it crumbles and falls.
Well, if it's not alive in the first place.
That's the weird thing. You said that they didn't move, they didn't even act until she touched them. I'll have to further explore this on Sigmund and see more about his tales. I think, and this is a hypothesis, an idea of this tale on why it was this way. I don't think the skeletons could move. I believe that the specters possessed the arm. You took one's head off, it still acted, even the legs.
Or some of them, like, have spots where there's no armor.
When you think about it, there were spots like you shattered one's spine. There was one where you punched and you crushed bones from its center mass, and it still moved. You've even seen legs coming off. Certain details, now that you think about it, yeah.
Could be true. There are was, they fought like hell.
You can see that.
Right. And you've probably put all your power into your blast, and hopefully they were going to down in one swing, but it never worked, did it?
Could take place too.
And something that old, over 100 years old, you expect Draugr to withstand the force of a mountain. Let me just answer that question for you. No!
It was pristine armor too. To be honest, that was more impressive.
Spectres. If you ever find yourself wander haplessly, looking around, haplessly through one of these ruins, I would love to know more about that. Shadow Wolves know. They will kill you.
No shit trouble.
It wasn't in that region, so it shouldn't have.
This whole wood is their region.
Thoughts?
Also, yes. You're thinking it's Odin's Eye.
Not either.
No, it's a both. Odin's Eye reaches far and wide, and sure there's a few locations that can fully deem as theirs.
Well, I wish we would have known this.
I figured you would. You look like you've lived a long time here.
Not here.
I'll just give you a faint history lesson on what is currently happening to our events. There was somewhat of a spiff, more like a war, one would say, between the 6 clans. Let's see, for the Bear Warriors, they've been quiet. No one's heard from them in a while. People assume that they're dead. The Jotun sons? I went to the swamp, I believe west of here, it's hard to tell. Shadow wolves have always been territorial creatures. They love their land and certain areas you can't go into. But these woods are theirs, at the same time are Odin's Eye. So there's a lot of this budding. I like to think that the pack leader, is what they call them, is hesitant. Makes you wonder. For the icy crows, well, they're in the middle. What do they do? Leave in the old ways. Oh, my apologies. You're from the icy crows.
Don't take no offense. We kind of involved in everything.
Little by little. For Odin's Eye, yes, I mean, they were the dominant, I'd say, clan. There's a shift, which I've told you, there's something different about them. And then Gahulderhorn, well, they're currently battling the north, the Franks. So they're holding that wall steadfast. You could probably find more of this information, just talk about it. Go to the cities.
Ask around.
Ask around. Well, some of them.
Some of them, not all of them.
I'd say out of all of them, Uppsala would be the best place to talk. The other clans just... Actually, a lot of us are always talking and disagreeing.
Us?
Us, clansmen. Oh, us Norsemen. You've noticed that, haven't you? Some people giving you the stink eye.
Without having to do anything.
Resources are scarce. Clans hate each other. But winter, never ending.
Well, this is enough fun talk, but I want to see what else.
Of course. You guys enjoy the rest of the evening with good music, with good people, enjoying a nice time during this whole blizzards, and you all hope it just goes out. The night comes by, you guys bed for the night until the morning arrives. So go ahead and restore 1 point in exhaustion.
Exhaustion. We won't die. Yeah.
Before we go to sleep, I'm gonna be like, I didn't know you guys explored the ruins. It's kind of like that guy's song.
I don't believe it's that exact song. It could be, but
Then you talk about the Dead Rising, and you guys.
that's I associate it to that, but I didn't want to give him all the information. I plan to explore it more thoroughly when we get back, though.
His song or the ruins?
The ruins.
We're going to the ruins?
I want to explore it without impeding on anything.
Good
That's all right with
Get
you.
in trouble.
Where's Bobby?
You do notice when you guys wake up, one of the villagers is dead.
Cold or sliced?
Looks like the cold took him.
Who's the first one to wake up?
Surprising you.
Me? I check that body real quick.
Go over, you look over, exact same symptoms as the female.
Yeah. Alright. Cool. Cool. Alright, anything on him? At this
Get that?
I am playing my character.
No, I know. It's just It looks so fucking bad.
Everyone's asleep.
2 silver.
No, if someone was awake, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but people can wake up as you're jostling this man around.
Can I try and wake up?
Stealthfully.
Sleight of
Stealth.
hand. Sleight
Stealth.
of hand. Sleight of hand.
Stealth.
Sleight of hand.
Don't look at me, because you didn't see me. I got a 19 plus whatever. Where's sleight of hand at? Bottom. Plus 3. Thank you. 20 more. 2.
You frisked the guy quietly.
As I quickly wake Malzahar up. Found your pack. That's yours. Yeah.
The mare doesn't look like that.
Oh, did you look at its tongue?
Goes over. Huh.
That's it. That's now I wait for everyone else to wake up. I sit there.
It's far away. He's dead.
No one knows.
You did this?
You know what that means, right?
You did it?
I have 7 whole days. Yeah.
You're a great person, you know that. Why don't you check him for silver too?
Has he gotten it?
I haven't checked.
No. It's already bad enough. He hasn't even? He thinks. You start seeing other people stir up. Oh, fuck, I can't do it. Can't do it now.
Just sit there as far away as I can, back where I was sleeping, just like sitting there on the bed, waiting for people to wake up.
Yeah, people wake up. You guys get things prepared. You find out that man just didn't make it through this night. One guy says, he probably just died of old age.
How old was he?
He looked to be on the older side of middle age. Overdrank.
Agreed. Let's
I'm gonna take his blanket.
It is not a winter blanket.
It's still a blanket.
Yeah, I'm still
He
taking it.
died with it on. Probably
People
not the
die
best
all
for
the
war.
time.
This blanket kills people.
It's time for my murder spree.
You guys head on out. You can tell that there's a low and light mist that roams around the area. Continuing your trek.
As will even be like, I'd get out of here soon. I hear the Shadowless patrol this pretty often.
Oh yes, he's probably right. They start getting their stuff together. All right, let us proceed.
Do they?
Is the bisexual bard following us?
Are you
now?
asking me?
Yes.
Like in character?
In character.
I don't respond.
Can I
Good.
get his name?
Hundith the Bard.
So if I run into him again, like a...
Hundith the Skald from the silence. Nick!
Break keeps breaking and tearing your face and it just kills it.
And break. Nick! Back in the restroom.
Take it right now.
I am Ragnhild Hlutstrid the Aphus, one of the farmers of the Lower Hills. I am currently practicing the art of rune reading, though when I'm not practicing or helping out, I tend to spend my time drinking and telling old tales.
The name is Nal. My home is the mountain with my clan. I don't enjoy talking, but they're making me. The bare fur around me is from my first hunt with my pa. The man showed me what it means to be strong. The animal tattoos running down my arms are a gift from my pal. There's one from each animal I've defeated. The tally marks on my back are from those I've shown what happens when you disrespect the Bear clan. My great axe is called Skullbreaker, and it's an enemy's worst nightmare. Safe travels to you.
What is there to say about Menasha? I am a hunter by trade and a guide by hobby. My favorite pastime happens to be anything to do with my cap. and anything I can do to better the enjoyment of it. Perhaps I am known best by my ability to guide others through any terrain, be able to provide protection from the evils that may come with it.
So, let's begin. A low and light mist roam the day as you continue your trek through Svtjod. Every now and then, a ray of light peers through, displaying a mystical effect among the vast trees. From the silence, the sound of a raven can be heard cawing with a consistent repetition.
Do I know if they alert people to danger?
Yeah,
or
well-
alert things of danger?
When it start moving
Or do they
towards
just,
cars.
like, call like this when there's, like, animals nearby?
Knowledge of nature?
I think it's worth a try. 17! Yeah, 17.
You're uncertain exactly how ravens would be, but the consistent repetition is a pattern. And you count 6, and then there's a moment of silence, and then 6 more.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
You're what?
I'm some shit.
Yes.
You head in the direction of where the calling is coming from. From the mist, a white raven flies up to your group, landing on Minaj's shoulder. It takes a good look at all of you.
I pull out the meat flowers.
You attempt to feed it
Yeah.
to this creature, and you see it slowly moves away, scoots away onto your perch.
Can I roll the brunation thing? About white
Star?
crows?
Staru,
Yeah, about white crows.
go ahead and roll.
15?
You do know this one's a white raven. It's different. You've never seen a white raven. You have seen albino things, and this might be an albino raven. It starts to act just like a normal raven. As you're like examining it, its eyes looking every which way, and it gets to get a look at your group, and then jumps up and flies 10 feet toward the area that you saw it come from as it lands on a branch.
Follow.
You follow as it goes from tree to tree, from branch to branch. Eventually, the raven flies forward and goes high. A human silhouette floats in the air, 10 feet above the ground. The raven finds a perch on its shoulder. Beneath him lie 5 bodies. They look slumped over and motionless. Ragnhild, Svenner. You note a cord wrapped firmly around the throat from the one hanging from a tree. Among the forest canopy, you take note of puddles formed of blood are spotted among the bodies.
How recent does this look?
Investigation.
It flies towards one of them that's suspended via rope.
Yeah, you see as it goes, it flies up high and it lands on a
7.
silhouette of a man hanging.
What hedge was that?
7. Alright, everyone approaches with caution as you look at it. You see that there was a battle. You're not exactly sure how long ago this happened. Could have been recent?
Still gonna approach there. Give me at least some semi-better look.
Ragnhild looking at the bodies.
This is an odd sight.
This is a fucking massacre.
Yeah. Do any of them look familiar?
Faces wise?
Yeah.
As you go to each one.
Good idea. Look for tribe marks. Make sure there isn't any wars happening.
Do I see any tribe marks while I'm looking?
You do note a 2 different color. Like this. Both red, blue. And you see a circle and another circle, and inside of it is an eye.
I'm guessing they're from Odin's eye.
Sad to see men die, but
It's more sad to see it be so aggressive.
Yeah.
Why hang a man from a tree? It's not even necessary. There's a core up there. Why even a core?
As is right now, we should not dally too long, but
Is there any significance to people being hung in Nordic culture?
A styro or wisdom check?
12.
Looking at how it is, it's a warning.
how do you feel? Should we cut them down? Give them a proper rest?
Seems good enough.
I mean, they must have done something to
On this side.
Agreed.
cause this kind of...
Malzahar's looking at him. These guys are Odin's eyes. What do you think?
About what?
This.
They must have done something to warrant it.
Did you not listen to the guy last night?
I was drunk.
I listened, but
Then what'd he say?
that they're in spats with other...
The walls? I was drunk. I'm guessing.
Alright. Well,
Dude, there's flailing in arms everywhere.
I'm just gonna go on a limb here and say these are Odin's eyes. Yeah. And where are they at?
Wolf territory.
They could have been traveling just like us.
Well, let's investigate them. Maybe it'll give us more of an idea of what's going on.
Let's start looking at the bodies.
Alright, well, investigation.
I just like nonchalantly just lean against the tree.
Are there pools of... Or like, is there like blood that leads other directions? Like it moved
15.
here? Or like they were drug here?
Like they were
And they just
right there
on the spot.
on that spot. You know, there was a battle that broke out here. All the bodies belong to the Odin's Eye clan. The supplies looked to have been picked clean from them. Judging by the events, maybe 2 hours ago. You also take note that 2 of the body's weapons were never drawn. A broken arrow in the skull of one, with a large 4-inch wound in the back of the head of another.
This was a surprise attack. Perception to see if there's any around us.
Cool.
21.
Yes.
Humanoid?
Yes. They're far away.
Have they noticed us?
No.
Almost immediately. And I go stealth. And I'm gonna get out of the opening.
I just kind of pull out my tribe's thing and leave it open.
26. I'm just, and I'm gonna get closer to them.
Alright. You try to get closer to them, and there seems to be a good distance between you and them. You're not sure if it's intentional or they know.
Keeping hidden. Just as I point into that direction.
The only sounds you're hearing.
Shoot the bird.
Don't shoot the bird.
When that crow happens, I look over, see if silhouettes have changed at all. No.
I wouldn't say you can see them, but it's more of a hearing thing. There's a good distance between you and them. From the quiet of the room, what's happening, it's like they're just out of reach. And as you listen more and more, they're distant. It's quiet.
Oh, they're leaving. Alright.
So you pointed off in the direction that they were.
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody look in that direction? I kind of want to like wave at the guy. Just like I don't want any of them to see me.
Eventually, I'm waiting till it stops, and then I'm gonna get back up. Till it's like gone. And I'm gonna break this off and go back to the fire. So. And they're gone. Which is good. I'm afraid of them. Not gonna lie. In groups, they are very scary.
So we're assuming that there were shadow wolves.
Well, yes, but we also. Yes.
Yeah, seems fair. Dead people, Odin's. Cool about letting them buried. He don't care.
Alright. Well, now we know what we're looking for. We know to be careful.
Are they gonna kill us in our sleep?
That's a good question, actually.
That's kind of the concern at this point. They don't know who we are and they just see us from a distance.
We should be okay.
What? Should?
With the trope.
Okay. We should be okay.
Yeah, should be fine.
We
Should.
have him, so approach-wise, I'm not that scared.
Depends
But-
on who it is.
If they see us from a distance, is the only concern.
I mean, it's hard to see anybody at this distance. I can barely see any trees after this. It's a thick kind of fog.
They could just assume.
Follow after him.
You know what? We're not even going in that direction.
I don't believe so.
Are we?
Are we?
Out of game. Are we?
No.
I would like to, now that I feel a lot more confident about my surrounding. What do I know about the bird?
It is a white albino raven.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do I know anything about this raven from Tales now that we're here and done with our potential threat?
A starter check.
19.
Nothing comes to mind. No stories, no lore. You've heard of Odin having 2 ravens, but they were both black in color. This is an odd thing.
Does bread come with rations? Like a kind of cracker?
It's more of a dry foods and a non-perishable, so you can eat them along the way. Are you going to use a ration to feed this bird?
Yes.
Oh, she jumped at it before I could. Dang.
Just kind of
Oh well.
pulls them apart. Just kind of where it can get to it.
Yeah, you see on top of the vine. 6 times in the waits.
I think it might be a warning.
Anything linked to 6 times? Like a horn being repeated 6 times?
I think it's an Odin's warning system. Could be wrong. I want to put my conscience at ease by cutting them down, but we'll leave them where they lay. She mentioned the rope earlier.
You do see it
Yeah.
wrapped tightly and firmly around its neck.
Let's climb a tree and get hurt by falling.
You start going to the nearest tree as you're making your way up, as you're getting ready to grab it. You see the rope tied to the tree.
Short sword.
I stepped 15 feet away.
Yeah,
just
it's
out
not
of
bad.
the way.
Yeah.
The body falls, crumples where it lands. The raven. It's like flies up and lands back on the perch on your shoulder. Again.
Right in your ear?
It's a
Roll for
pretty
damage.
bird.
Psychic damage. Ah, God! Well, let's get
It
going.
was just the one.
I don't feel
Okay.
good about killing a troll raven.
I'm gonna take the food that she put on the ground and I'm gonna put it on my shoulder.
You start sprinkling some. The bird itself.
Don't want it.
Is there any bad omens for killing ravens?
I'm going to get hungry later.
There have been some. Do you want to roll a last starter check?
Sure. I'm good at those. 19.
There have been 2 instances of stories that you've heard of killing ravens did bring some type of bad omen upon a village.
But what about killing white ravens?
That story has yet to be spun.
Yet.
Do I know of Odin's eyes traveling with white ravens as warning systems? Do I know if Odin's Eye is traveling with ravens as warning system?
Rarely used for like messenger birds.
I'm going to use the spell Speak with Animals.
As soon as you started talking about a spell, I knew what it was.
Is that... Can I use that?
Is it one of your spells?
It is a thing I have. So, I'll sound crazy, but my years in the forest have helped me understand animals. 1 second. As I perch down.
Immediately, what did you fucking say to me, bro? You go down, and how would you like to describe this spell?
So, it is literally just me kneeling down, speaking that language to him. Like the same,
So we
like,
just hear him
bird.
cawing and screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hearing this like subtle hums, cawing at this white raven.
As
Clicks.
I'm using knowledge of the forest to help me in this endeavor.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back.
I'm just gonna sit there and look at you like you're an idiot.
What seems to be the issue?
You can speak to me, raven speech.
For a bit.
What is it that you want from me?
I want to help you. I want to make sure you're not here by yourself.
I'm not. I'm perched on your shoulder, watching. You may have not known this, but there were 6 of them.
I only saw one.
They were there. They lingered, waiting, and left.
Do you have a name?
I do not. The one did not give me a name.
We'll think about that when the time comes if you wish to travel with us. What I would like to ask, do you know much about your owner?
I do. She is wonderful. She is nice and cares for me.
Did she happen to say anything about the area?
No.
No? Well, if you wish, you will be in good company with me. I realize you will want to stay with her if you want. But we need to keep going.
I'm fine with that.
So get back up. Alright. Let's get moving, shall we?
Any
Oh,
information that we
talk
need?
about-
We talked about his owner. Apparently she was very nice. But beyond that, he has no knowledge of why they were here.
Does he know where they're staying?
I did not ask because I assumed he would not know. I can ask if you wish.
I'm not scared about dying. He seems a little scared about dying.
See, he's like poking one of the guys. Yeah, I'm kind of terrified.
Alas. Well, the people who attacked you staying nearby?
They've left. Gone. A distance out of sight. The fog, it lingers.
What about your friends of her? Where would they be?
She has no friends.
I'm sorry.
Just her sisters.
Does she have more sisters nearby?
No.
That's sad. Sorry to keep asking such hard questions.
You're the one who can speak to me, Raven Speech.
For temporary time. He doesn't know about any sort of area where either of them are.
And there's
Either
women in
or.
these corpses?
Either
There's
of
one.
them, and I point towards the bodies of
Anything that
on the
looks
ground.
different about
Or
her apparel-wise,
them.
armor-wise?
She was the one with the arrow that was in her skull.
Apparently, all of her sisters are here.
Whose sisters?
Hers.
There's only one woman here.
I'm not sure the crow. I'm going to write it down now. Crow.
Raven.
Raven. I'm not sure the raven can tell genders.
Ravens are pretty
They're
intelligent.
pretty smart.
I'll ask, but I'm not sure. It's a lot easier for back and forth due to the fact that it's harder for a long time for ravens to talk.
Because you know where
The
they
Raven said that this was his owner.
Yes.
did he know where they were going?
I'll ask. Anything you want to ask?
What's it like being a bird?
I think that's a good question.
Okay.
Is he
I
a
don't.
pretty bird?
What it's what? Okay.
That's how I react to Nathan's character too. I don't.
You said there were sisters. I don't. There's only her here. As far as sisters go, the rest don't seem. As I'm looking around to make sure if there are any other females,
Just the one.
just others are male. You sure they're all sisters?
I'm confused on what you asked me.
Perhaps brother is the better term. All these are brothers, not sisters.
They are kind and
Yeah.
sweet to me.
Well, that's a better explanation. Also, one of my not so smart friends wanted to know, how does it feel like to flap your wings? He said you're dumb!
As you know, as you were saying that conversation, your magic spell ran out.
Yeah. Anyway, but, with this sad sight here, we should probably get going.
Do they have anything on them that will going to keep us warm?
Weapons? What weapons? Just because I'm curious.
You're looking at assault axes and short swords.
No bows? No arrows? Sorry?
Arrows were taken.
Dang. Alright.
Well, there's the one in her skull.
I'm not taking the arrow in her skull.
A broken arrow in her skull.
Oh. Yeah, I won't take that one either.
Let's continue on.
You continue on the day without any problems, no worries from these unknown or even known individuals. The night does come. You find a good spot where to be at. Got some protections, rock. It'll be a good spot for the night.
Sticks.
Do I know of a symbol that the wolves might carve into the tree, or like a totem they might set up to like alert other wolves in the area to the camp that they've made?
So we're going to wake up Dad.
Draw
gonna
a
wake
face
up
on the
dead.
tree.
Oh, look. Oh. That's an arrow.
All right, so what do you guys do as night comes?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take last.
I'll take second.
Malzahar goes up to
In
Sweater.
bedroll.
Hey, I know we have these moments together, but I really don't want to die tonight. Please stay awake.
When have I ever fallen asleep on watch?
I'm just saying. Goes back to his spy, like bundles up, looking around. Subtle noise. What the fuck is that? Finally does get some sleep.
I'm going to sleep in the tent.
That's plus one.
I know.
The white raven flies up to a tree nearby.
Like a caterpillar in the bedroll. Just
So fire's been made. Good good place. We have a crow watching now. Don't know what that will do, but we'll get there when we get there.
It's a pretty bird.
Raven. The night was quiet, and the fire burned. The mist still lingered around the great forest, wrapping it in a blanket. The sounds of the woods were quiet, the flames making most of the racket, eating away at wood like an animal. Above, the sound of the raven goes off, but it's subtle. It's enough that you can even pick up on it, cawing in repetition with pause after. You also take note of the sound of a bowstring being drawn back and a rustle of bushes nearby.
I'm just gonna yell out, halt. Wolves of Shadow. I say a halt loud enough to wake everybody else up too.
From the bushes, you see this guy emerge from it. As he approaches, he got two axes at his side, strutting up like he owns the place. Hair in a mess. Looks like he's been out in a while. He looks young.
I'm gonna like peek through the tent.
Same.
And walks up, got his fur mantle as he approaches. Where the fuck you be? Calling out like that.
Obviously a wolf of shadow.
I think I've seen you before. What are you doing out this far?
We're headed to Dreymandibu.
Where's your pack?
Dead.
Why you travel with these crows?
Mine's isn't. Or it is nowhere to be seen.
Mine's like under, but like it's, if you look hard enough.
To gain their
Malzahar still has his.
to gain their allegiance. We've already taken the boy there. I needed help getting back as well.
I did hear about that boy. Skald, come on out! Calls. You see 5 others start emerging from the woods. Also, one that's like seldomly big, wielding a big axe. Another one, female, with a long bow and arrow. I still at the ready.
Guys, I will start coming out of the tent. Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
Yeah.
same. But just
Like, oh, you can just put those away.
Just kind of sit up but still in it. Just
Because I assure you, it would slit your throats before you have time to use them.
Insight. No. He is sure as shit. He probably could.
I want to do it.
Just I have a question.
You want to incite them?
I still feel safe if I go out.
Yeah, no.
You guys know that you are outnumbered by 1. And their weapons and how ready they were, yeah, they're probably not bluffing.
I put the arrow back, but I still hold on to the bow.
I'm tired. It's not worth arguing.
So what brings you to Dreymandibu? Quiet village, out of the woods.
Yeah, something for the crows. I wasn't really paying attention. I need to check on some prophecy or something.
How's the leader doing?
Colton? It's fine. Fine when I was a pack leader.
Still hesitant on deciding on what he's gonna fucking do with the clan? Yeah.
As far as I know, it's been a week since I've been back.
So, the other wolves here are a little hungry. You wouldn't mind if you parted way with 2 of your meats, would you?
So out of game, is that 2 rations?
No. He's talking about the 2 females.
Oh.
He wants to have a little play.
Yeah. Yeah, we wouldn't mind. Unless they don't mind.
We do mind.
Sit down, little fish.
I'm sitting.
He looks at you. You see, like, all of them start coming into camp now. Looks at you. No, my God. But you, his hand through your hair. You look lovely. You look lovely indeed.
And what would you have said to that?
You don't have to say anything. You can just ingest yourself.
Well, if you want to name is Ragnarok.
I don't care. Little fish, you, out of that tent. Get on in.
No.
I wasn't asking.
I would like to take a cheap shot.
Okay, how would you like to go about this?
as almost immediately, as soon as his attention gets turned to her, when she says no, I'm pulling the arrow back.
Yeah, you see the female with the bow as well pull an arrow back. You can hear it as she's right behind you.
I'm dodging as soon as it happens. I'm like, I'm taking the shot no matter what. This is happening.
Had something else I was gonna say, but guess not saying that now.
I'm just gonna get my shield up by him.
Go ahead and make your shot.
Okay. I'm not doing sharpshooter.
Okay.
Actually, I'm doing sharpshooter. Okay. Well, no.
I'm still standing in front of him.
You know, let's put the characters on. So I know where we're at.
So where's the 10?
I didn't realize I was standing right next to Malzahar. As he walked up to her and started like playing with her hair or whatever, I would have like tried to kick Malzahar awake.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Good news is we're not dying in the woods tonight.
Well, we're not dying without a fight.
Without a fight, because there are a lot of people
Maybe.
here, and I'll probably get one tapped.
So you quickly take your bow, arrow up. Is anyone sleeping in their armor?
Yeah, I have leather.
Good. Just making sure.
Yeah.
All right. So
I was definitely sleeping in my
Oh,
Well, no, I just figured it wouldn't cause that much of trouble because of how cold it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, it also depends on the armor. Middle of the night. Oh no, I don't have to. Moving on. Yeah, you as quick as you can, grab an arrow, pull it, shoot. Same. You hear her draw the bowstring back as you are focused on her, and you see the direct trajectory of where she's going. Your aim gets altered, and you let loose, and you move as the arrow shoots past you and right through the tent.
That was a good tent!
The guy, when you draw back, when he sees that, he looks behind, just roll initiative.
Yeah. As soon as that arrow flies, I am like
Oh!
scattering.
Nice. Oh, we probably don't beat him.
You don't beat me.
Bet.
What'd you roll?
20?
Yeah, you beat me.
Oh, I thought you had a lot to your initiative.
Oh, I'm going like golf rolls. You don't beat me.
Oh, she rolled a 1.
I didn't roll 1, but I got close.
Rolled 1?
What's yours?
23.
Ah, bitch.
Nick, you get to start it.
They yell, "Don't mess with my flock!" I scurry backwards. Back towards the tree. The tree. Yes.
this is a tree.
That tree. Zephyr strike. As I pull out a snake-like arrow. Favorite foe?
Sweet, you're going after the main guy?
No, I'm going after the girl with the...
Dragon tattoo. I'm the dragon with the girl tattoo.
15.
You hit.
18.
You quickly grab your quiver as you move into the shadow, slinging it on, and you draw one arrow. As she looks for you, it pegs her right into the shoulder. It's a deep wound.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to go 40 feet that way.
Difficult terrain.
20 feet.
Nail your go.
Going to rage? Okay. Now I'm gonna hit main bitch.
That is a hit.
7. No, 8. 8.
You take your great axe. Do you go into a frenzy? How do you describe your frenzy or your rage?
That's my friend!
As you charge forward and slash, and you see you get a good nick of him as the arrow, he feels that damage in his back, like he's going for his weapons. Tegan.
I'm gonna move up 5 feet. I'm gonna swing at this guy, I guess, with my short sword. A natural 20.
Yeah!
Tegan, your choices are fingertips, normal damage, and 1 dexterity ability reduction. Target cannot use one hand until healed. Do note that this guy is using a great axe. Or gory, normal damage, and target is poisoned for 1d6 rounds.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
Fingertips.
Yeah. Yeah. So since I see that he has, I rolled max damage too, so he takes 9. So yeah, since I see that he's basically wielding a great axe, I kind of go for like a swing, and then as he goes to block with the swing, I just like come across his fingers with my short sword, Just take off the tips of them, and then I will spend a key point to patient defense. And that's my turn.
3 of his fingers fall to the ground in the snow, and he rears back like, "Ugh!" in pain. You see this guy as he takes both of his axes and draw them out, almost in a flip style, and grabs them and starts attacking you. You suffer 6, cut that in half, 3 points of damage. One of the axes come down, and you feel the cut, and as you have your great axe, just almost like a berserker. Next up is Malzahar. He gets up. Casting runes, because I don't know anything else for him. Cast one of his fire runes, just hits this person coming up, striking him right in the chest. Next up on the agenda, monsters. Oh, we have 2 types of attack opportunity.
I'm going to take it on the first guy who went running away.
First chick, okay.
Natural 1.
Tegan, I'll let you choose. Critical mistake, pretty much speaks for itself, or parry, dodge, spin, thrust. You're incapacitated for 1 round.
What does the critical failure do?
The attack hits you and it's a critical hit.
Jesus fuck. Yeah, I don't want to get hit with a critical, so yeah, I'll be incapacitated. I did too much on my first turn. Sliced off some fingers, started dodging, trying to attack again.
So the defensive is still implied.
Yes. You're still doing stuff, but not that kind of stuff.
Not crazy
Spun a
monk
little
stuff.
too fast, just.
Alright, doing a shot on Nick
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm in cover.
with disadvantage. Nick, she falls right behind you as she slides into the snow, sees you going in. Arrow grazes you. You suffer 3 points of damage
She's right next to me now.
right there.
Right there. Okay.
You're right there.
Right there.
Another female comes up. This one not necessarily getting the flank, but comes up, and you see that she has an axe and shield. As she goes in and starts hitting at you, you suffer. It's already halved. 2 points of damage and another 2 points of damage. The one that approaches you, Tegan, just you in your defense, and you see that has two types of dirks, 2 types of knives, and starts slashing at you as your body. Short sword here, keeping on this guy who's screaming. And yeah, that Malzahar, comes up at the ready. He suffers 11 points of damage as the guy comes up with a battle axe and just brings it down. He goes with it as the second one comes up short, missing him. New round. Nope, not. I'm sorry, Abby. You get to finish it up.
Okay, before I stand up, I'm gonna draw my circle and then just whoop. And then I will get up and I will get ready to start smacking this dude. And I'm brandish out my mug and get ready to start thwacking.
Okay. New round. Nick.
Okay. I see her right now.
Yes.
I take a shot.
It would be disadvantage. You're out in the darkness.
Okay, game mechanic question. If I get closer, would that still impose disadvantage?
If you're within 5 feet.
Within 5 feet, it would still impose it?
Shooting into melee.
Not shooting. Just hitting.
You're asking because you're in dim light.
Yes.
You are in the darkness, so yes, it would give you disadvantage.
Okay.
But so would they.
So instead, I'm going to go 3 that way. Yeah, who can I see here?
You can see Ragnhild, and you see another guy with a battle axe that's attacking Malzahar.
I'll take the shot on the woman who's firing on me.
Because that's why I gave you inspiration coin.
Yeah,
he's wasting a spell slot on speak with animals. Here, take this.
Uh,
That's good info.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do that. 19 plus.
So that's a hit.
21.
You take the arrow and let it fly, and it digs right into her side, her flesh. You go, and she hits the snow.
Okay. I'm in the tree line, right?
You were.
Okay, this is where I stay.
Next up on the list, Nail.
I'm gonna try and hit him, but at an angle, you know? Like, legs would be this way. 18.
That is a hit.
Really? 15.
15 damage. As you take your great axe from above your shoulder and you slash it downward, and it breaks through his offensive, creating a gash. You see, that's what I need! Just getting angrier.
Oh my. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Will help me? Kinda, you know.
Hey, quick question.
Zero.
What's the
My hand's
point?
over.
What's the point of the names being up there if you don't?
You know, that was just a different habit because I was writing it down here. Didn't know what you were going to do during that time. I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, we can do that, right? Meow. Alright. Nail, you suffer 9 cut in half, 4 damage, followed by 9 cut in half, 4 damage, followed by 4 damage. It's already cut in half. What's up?
I can heal her.
Okay.
I can do heal or I can make them stop hurting her, but I can.
I don't think you're gonna stop hurting her.
Yeah, no.
You see that this guy and this female, there's a sync with both of them as they're tearing apart your defenses as though they were nothing, taking nicks where they need to, going for those critical spots.
Okay.
Yeah, you see him just go, just dig into the side, hitting you in the side, lifting you up, another axe into your clavicle. Moving on to Malzahar. Defensive. You know, he's gonna have the shield spell now.
It makes sense.
So he won't die?
Yeah, so he can bump up his AC for a round.
It would make sense.
Now he's finally got 3.
So they didn't notice the circle before. When it heals her, they do notice it now.
How would you like to describe that, Abby?
The whole circle kind of just lights up around you. And it's this nice, just warm, like, almost pinkish tone. Just reminds you of spring. And then you just feel this nice warmth, and it kind of glows around you, and then it kind of fades off back into like a normal dull glow around the circle.
Thank you.
She hacks at you with her axe, dealing 3 points of damage already halved, and another 3 points of damage already halved. Malzahar takes another blow.
Shield.
Yeah, even with the shield.
Damn.
I feel like shield's always better than defensive.
Well, shield is a reaction, so you can do both.
Oh yeah.
Tegan,
I'm Tegan.
you are Tegan. You suffer 7 points of damage as this guy comes up and starts slashing away with his 2 blades. One gets through as another one digs right into your side. And that ends their turn. Abby.
Let's try and get a good thunk in here. He's 17.
17? Hit.
5. And then, I'm gonna go for a grapple.
Okay.
Just gonna kind of bind the arms and just.
He's holding axes, Abby. No.
You can't swim.
Alright, so let's see what
I'll grab him as resistance.
My bonus.
No, you already,
It's my bonus action. Power brawler.
okay.
So for her.
10.
You successfully grab him.
Oh, just. I'm gonna kind of like lean, kind of have him up on the pads of his feet.
You pick him up and it catches him by surprise.
Not taller than. I just want to look.
You're gonna fucking learn!
And is that it, Abby?
Okay.
Alright, you have picked him up and moving him forward. Next up, Nick.
Alright. Diagonal. Sorry, category 10. Checker. Do I have a shot of the big guy? The big cocky man?
I'm assuming he's taller than me.
He is at least half cover.
He's probably around
Sure,
6
sure.
feet tall.
Okay.
And so I probably have him around the forearm and just.
Miss.
As an arrow goes right by. Did you see it?
That's my turn.
Alright, nail.
Good hill. 15.
Miss. You see him kind of being picked up, and you take your great axe, and you see him lift up his great axes, and he stops the axe and he redirects it.
And I'm gonna move a little closer, like right up on him.
You are actually right up on him.
Are your
The dice is just awkward.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Tegan.
What did this guy with the no hand do on his last turn?
What? Also, like screaming in pain as he's just building up that will resolve.
Yeah, so I'm going to attack him with the short sword. That's 14.
That hits.
Okay, that is 5 points of piercing damage. I am going to, as a bonus action, attempt to knee him. Let's see, 23
That would
to
crack
hit.
your head.
And that is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Blade finds right into his side as he gets a hold of it so it doesn't dig deep, and then you just follow with a fucking knee to his groin. He goes down. Still up though, still alive.
Son of a bitch. That's my turn.
Are you good?
Oh, attacking Ragnhild.
Hi.
What hurt?
You suffer a total of 9 points of damage as he flails and turns. He goes for the first strike, misses, redirects his whole power as he gets a hold of your head, and with his fist, boom, just right into your face. Now you want to touch me?
Can I just come back with Mandibu fun to the boss fight?
Next up is Malzahar. Defensive. Next up is other bad guys.
If one hits her, let me know.
It does.
You already got the thing.
Yeah, I can still heal you and I can prevent you from getting hit. How many hits get her? Is it more than one? Do you remember what they were?
I haven't rolled them yet.
Oh.
Oh wait, the attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled them. Yeah, I remember them.
Does 8 off of that, one of those, make the second one make a not hit?
The second one?
Yeah.
Make a not hit.
Yeah.
And how much are you taking away?
I'm pretty much adding 8. No, I'm taking 8 off of their score.
It still hits. I rolled a nat 18.
Ooh.
Plus my bonuses, and then you took away my bonuses. So.
Holy shit.
I mean, Neil's AC is not that big.
14.
Not that big.
That's what she said.
Yeah, your AC is 12.
My AC is 14. I have 14.
You wrote it! You wrote that!
That was a very confusing day.
So for sure she gets hit. There's a saying that I've used, and it goes a shout out to the man who's in jail right now. Do you know what that is? Know your character. I'm so mad. It's 14. What do you mean? Both attacks hit, 6 damage, both half, so a total of 6. You suffer 6 points.
So it's my HP.
22.
Okay.
All right. So with that, Tegan, you suffer 6 points of damage from the guy who draws his axe, and 5 on the other.
I'm still up barely.
Yeah. Malzahar, as he's dealing with this guy in front, it breaks through his defense, does hit him for another 5, and then his weapon, weirdly enough, disappears. As you hear a as it's grabbed its weapon in mid raising up.
Good job, Snowfall. We'll work on it.
Next up is Ragnhild.
So can I still hit this man by just like kind of keep holding his arm and just slam it into his chest?
Yes, you just have him grappled.
So, nat 20.
Oh, okay.
With a monk.
With just
All right. Low blow or broken ribs. Low blow is normal damage and target is poisoned for 1d6 round, or broken ribs. Double damage and the target cannot heal naturally for 1d4 days. Wow, that's rough.
I mean, if they're dead.
Yeah.
I'll do low blow.
Low blow. Okay, roll a d6. Okay, well, he's poisoned for 1 round. But I mean, disadvantage on attack rolls. All right, go ahead and roll normal damage.
So that would be 5 again. And then I would like to restrain him.
Wait, with what? Oh, you roll a d4 for that?
Yeah. It's all considered my tavern brawler.
Is that a feat I don't know about?
Have a roll?
Tavern brawler?
It doesn't give you the ability to
As a
restrain
bonus
people.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
I'll look at it.
I don't think I can. I don't know if it counts as the same thing.
It probably-
I've never really restrained
You
somebody.
need the grappler feat to restrain somebody that you have grappled.
Okay. Then Nick's going to look that up. So we'll come back to that as you take your mug and right on his groin, buckles down. You get a better grab on him. See what happens.
If you hit a creature with an unarmed strike or an improvised weapon on your turn, you can use your bonus action to attempt to grapple the target.
She already has grappled.
Yeah.
She can't restrain.
No.
Didn't know that. Can I just
Only grab.
shove down instead?
You want to trip him?
Yeah. Just instead of the tighter down.
All right, yeah. Technically still grappled and
Well, yeah.
fallen.
Down. I'm gonna hold him down.
Buckled down, pushing downward.
Just hold his arm down. Just slamming on him.
Next up, new round.
Alright, I'm gonna go with the guy with no nubs. With only nubs. 14.
That's a hit.
20 damage.
As soon as Ragnhild drops this guy to the ground, the arrow flies through right where she was. As it strikes the guy, he takes his axe with his other hand, and the arrow goes right into his arm and to the side of his cheek, and you just see him fall backwards. Okay. Anything else, Nick?
Yep, I'm good.
I'm hitting the one chick, so like I'm gonna turn and try and hit her.
Oh, that is a hit.
Cool. 14.
As you shift and you go for her instead, taking your axe right into the shield part of it, your blade or axe goes right into her body as you pull away, chipping the shield permanently.
Hey, is reactionary rating? Can I just 6.
Yay!
6 HP.
Because I'm not doing too well.
Is it anybody in that circle heals?
Yup.
You're in that circle.
No, it's not me. It's anyone that's not me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so I get to heal. Thank you.
He's my ally.
Allies.
He's anyone my ally.
Very important.
So if anyone walks in, it's like,
Neil, is that it?
Yeah.
All right. What are we going to do, Svenner?
I'm gonna attack this person with my sword. That's a natural 20.
Get in.
That's my second one of the fight.
Rupture abdominal cavity or overhand chop?
Overhand chop.
Would you want me to read the other one?
Sure, I'll listen to him.
Double damage and 1 con ability reduction, and the target is exhausted by 1 stage.
That's pretty good.
Overhand chop. Minus the con ability.
Oh, so the other one's just better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with the other one.
Okay, so con ability.
And then 12 damage.
You take your blade, you turn it in, forcing it with it right into his gut, and you rip. You see a lot of blood hit the ground.
Key point to come around to the flurry of blows. I'm gonna come around, try to elbow him. That's a 18 to hit.
Hit.
That is an additional 6 damage.
Still up.
And then I'm gonna bring my other foot around like a roundhouse. That's a 19 to hit.
Thought that.
That's a hit.
That is 4 damage.
4 damage. You take your blade, and when you tear, you use the following momentum as you get close enough and take your elbow and hit him in the face, making him stumble. With the following, you take your whole body and just go with it as your leg comes up and hits his face one more, hits the ground.
And then, can I 5-foot step over to here? Or is this like a big ass rock I can't stand on?
That's fire.
That's fire.
That's fire.
Oh, that's not a
Definitely don't
rock.
stand in fire.
That's a boulder.
That's a nice boulder. Okay, so 5, 10. Yeah, that's fucking fine, I guess.
Here's in the butt flap, I'm sorry.
I just wanted to get to the heal circle. Yeah, that's my turn. I moved, I bonused, and I...
Ragnhild, you suffer 4 points of damage as he's like trying to hit you, and you're dodging a lot of the blows. They're failing, but one does hit you right in the side.
I'm not looking hot either.
I need you up. She's an option. You're an essential.
I can get hurt no matter what.
You're essential.
Malzahar goes to the ground, and you see the guy confused on where his weapon went as he goes for another axe. From Malzahar's shadow on the rock, you see this white light clad claw come out and scratch, like claw the man right in front, tearing into him, and then the hand just goes right back into the shadow. And you just see fucking the remaining dip. Yeah, he gets cut, he just shocked by what happened, seeing the leader fucking striking out. They start both running.
So attack opportunities?
Disengages.
Okay.
How hard does it take to knock him out?
Well, you gotta knock down his HP. Yep, Ragnhild.
I'm attempting to knock this man out.
Advantage.
Do I have advantage?
He's prone.
Oh! 23 to hit?
That's a hit.
3.
I will tell you right now that is not enough. As you hit him.
Keep going.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Use the reaction to heal yourself.
I can't do that.
Malzahar.
Can I see him?
Disadvantage. Dim light to darkness.
What's that considered? A bush? Is that a big old bush? I'm assuming it's a big old bush.
I should have healed myself instead, but I decided that I already did it, so I can't take that back.
Anyone? How hurt does that person look in front of me? Running away.
Running away. Hard to gauge. Not blooded.
Guess I'll literally take a shot in the dark.
Disadvantage.
Non-sharpshooter. Important. So that'd be 11.
Hit.
Alright then. 9 damage.
Still up as he finds his shoulder and he keeps moving.
Warning shot, don't come back. Just in case you come back.
Now?
I'm gonna run over to her. And I'm gonna try and hit her.
Wait, shit, is that guy dead?
That's a natty one.
The guy that I'm holding now? No.
Well, he gets an attack opportunity.
He's on the ground.
And he gets at disadvantage, but he can swipe if he wants.
At this point.
Yeah, would I have advantage or no?
You're not attacking a prone person.
Unless you were to
Okay.
reckless. Then you would.
But you already rolled.
But you already
Yeah.
rolled.
Oh, this is bad. Or Bohemian Earspoon.
I don't like that word. Sounds like a bad word.
Yeah, what just happened?
Well, this is bad. You get 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, in this game. Or Bohemian Earspoon. You are deafened until healed.
Guess I'm being deaf.
Alright, you.
Both are bad.
Wait, stop. Hold on. I want you to think about this. Because this is actually a very, bad thing. Alright?
I mean, it's a bad thing, but 2 levels of exhaustion could literally...
How many days are we on the trip?
Day 6.
Out of?
9.
So 4 more days?
3-ish. Should be there on day 9. A deafened creature can't hear and automatically fails on ability checks that require hearing. That's it.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Just wanted to tell you how many days we were at.
I'm going with deaf. I can be healed.
I gotta know, how does he deafen her? Wait, he critted with disadvantage?
No, that was her. She rolled a 1.
Oh!
Thumbs side of the head.
You charge forward, she turns around and sees it, and with just all panic, hard as she can with the shield, fucking flatlined your ears.
Guys, who's left? Who's left?
Ah!
Guys, who's left?
It's me screaming, holding a guy down.
Savannah, it is now your go.
I'm also going to run after that chick. That's good. And then I'm also going to attack her.
Gets another one.
Imagine. The same thing in every,
11.
same thing at all.
Hit.
That's 4 damage. And then I'm also going to try to kick her, quote unquote, trip her.
Oh.
That's a 10. No, 10 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't actually trip her.
Miss.
Yeah, That's when I rolled minimum damage for that too.
I was gonna say,
So, yeah,
you
just
can do
the 4
anything
damage.
with a 10. I grappled a man with a 10.
Athletics or...
She has to choose athletic.
Oh, you have to choose.
If you're the one initiating the grapple, you have to pick
But
athletic.
at least he has disadvantage.
Not anymore.
Poison is over.
Oh, okay.
$13.
Do it again.
20.
Yes?
No, fail. You see as the first he tries to break out of grapple, finally just fucking throws you off.
I will just.
Grabs his axe and swipes at you, missing.
I will use him getting up literally to like shove away. So it makes a little more sense that he misses.
And you just come close.
No.
Now his attention's on you. Malzahar! What the fuck just happened? These guys!
And then I'm gonna be like, help.
Ragnhild, your go.
Ah.
Healing.
He looks around like, where are you going, cowards?
I'm just. I'm ready to get my ass decked.
Menage, your go.
He's up.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts. It hurts a lot.
To be fair, I cannot see him yet.
You cannot.
Can you move me checkers that way? Take my shot. A big old boy. I'm going to aim for his calves, which not a cold shot. I'm doing it non-lethally, meaning I'm not aiming for a vital organ.
Gotcha.
20,
Yep, you hit.
18.
Still up.
How
Next
bad is
up
he hurt now?
he is blooded for sure. Nell?
So I saw him coming up by me, so I'm gonna turn around and head back towards them and try and hit him.
Attack of opportunity.
17.
Hit.
Yay!
So this non-lethally thing probably isn't going to work out.
She's raging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she can't hear.
Guys, don't kill him! What?
What'd you get?
14.
How would you like to kill this man?
Damn it.
Heading.
You come up and he's screaming, you cowards! Till fall! And you just and
Hey,
his
God.
head rolls right into the fire.
I am not happy.
Alright, it is 9:16, so we're going to stop right there. We'll try to remember where we left off at this battle, because Tegan's really tired and he's got work.
Tired.
So,